Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. So if you've been with me since I did my Bésame Snow White, like the original book palette video, then I'm sure you know how excited I am to film this video because it's the Sleeping Beauty collection. And I said that, I can't remember if it was in the Snow White palette or if it was in like a follow-up of one of the other Snow White collection videos that I did for Bésame, but I kept saying that I was really hoping that they would follow with the storybook type of tradition and do a Sleeping Beauty book because of that gorgeous book in the beginning of the movie. It was the perfect setup. They'd already done Snow White. They could go into Sleeping Beauty, and they did. And I'm so happy. So this is called the 1959 collection. And yes, it is Sleeping Beauty and it has so much goodies, and I did buy most of it. I did not buy all of it though. I literally sat there with these products in my cart and really kind of argued with myself on whether or not I needed all of it. And it's not cheap. If you've ever bought from Bésame before, it is not cheap. They can be more expensive, especially things like these books, which are legit collector's pieces. They are expensive. I'm not going to even sugarcoat that, but they are really good products. They're really good quality and their packaging is incredible. The actual quality of like the products, the shadows, the lipsticks are amazing. I love it. This showed up to my house in 3 different boxes. Literally, I came home today, there were 3 giant boxes on my doorstep. And I really didn't know what it was all from at first, but it was because they packaged it all separately, which I'm not really hating on because nothing was broken. Everything is beautiful and in shape. So I have like one of the boxes here in front of me just so that I can keep everything in it. But I will go through this video. It's gonna be, I'm gonna try to be as quick as I can. I'll show you everything I got. We're gonna do a quick look. I'm not gonna try to go too crazy in depth with a look, but I'm gonna definitely try it on, put on at least one of the blushes and highlights. I'll swatch both lipsticks, but this weekend I will put out either a 2-look or a 3-look video. Haven't decided. Again, it'll just depend on how much time I have to film it, but you will get multiple looks with this palette because obviously if you're going to spend the money and you want to actually use this palette, you want to see some looks, and I'm really digging the color story in this palette. It's a lot more fun and colorful than the Snow White one, so I think you guys are going to really like it. So let's jump into the first piece, and that's going to be the mirror. Okay, this is the gorgeous box that it comes in, and then you can open it and it's got the actual mirror. Like you can see it behind some plastic. You've got the fairies, you've got Sleeping Beauty over there. It tells you kind of a little bit about the story of Sleeping Beauty. And then this is the 60th anniversary of the film and all of this stuff. So in case you've never done anything with Bésame and their Disney collections before, they did this with Snow White and it was so beautiful. They did it again with the Peter Pan mermaid style collection that they did. They always get the actual ink and paint cells from the film. So all of the colors that are in it, lipstick colors, eyeshadow colors, blush colors, are actual colors that are from the film. Those are the actual like Pantone colors from the cells of the movie. And that's also what makes it such a beautiful collector's piece. So here is the mirror. I have taken it out. It is stunning. It says Sleeping Beauty on it. It has some beautiful little, like, they're not stones or anything like that. It's just droplets of paint. So, you know, but it's a really beautiful rose gold mirror. From what I understand, they did try to design this after that book in the beginning. And then of course, you get a really big mirror. So this is going to now take the place of my Hot Topic Beauty and the Beast mirror. I feel a little fancier with this one, and it is a really big mirror. It's really nice. So this is what it looks like up close. This is gonna be really hard to show you guys. There we go. So this is what the mirror looks like up close. And this retails for $58. It is heavy. It is actual cast metal with deluxe gold plating and jewel tone enamel detailing. So yeah, I really like it. And you could like keep the box if you wanted to. I am a sucker for Bésame's packaging. I pretty much keep all of it. Like that little shelf that I have behind the camera that I showed you guys when I did my room tour has predominantly Bésame packaging on it, from like Agent Carter, Snow White, the Peter Pan collection, because it's so beautiful. Like right there behind me is the little newspaper that came with this collection. And so everything in there is actually about Sleeping Beauty. It's so awesome. So yeah, this is so cool. I love it. All right, so next up, I'll show you the palette because I'm sure that's the other thing you're probably the most excited to see. So it does come in a sleeve that matches all the packaging, the outer boxes for all these components. On the back, it shows you the colors. They did this exact same thing with Snow White. I still have the Snow White sleeve. And then it slides out and it looks like this. It is beautiful. It literally looks exactly like, let's see, I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't just get blinded. It looks exactly like the book from the beginning. So It is raised up where the little jewels would be. It's like beveled and raised up, so it actually has some texture to it, but it is not jeweled. Obviously the actual book is, and it is a real book, and Gabriella, the owner, actually got to go see the actual real book from the archives in person, and so she did all of this based off of the real book that she saw in person, and this is so, so beautiful. On the back, it's still got some of that detailing, and then you've got the little silhouette of Aurora, and it says Disney Sleeping Beauty, the 1959 collection. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. Okay, let's see how the best way to show you this is. So there is a mirror. You have Aurora on the first page. There are little like clear overlays over the page that show, so you can see, like it actually tells you which Pantone colors were used for the crown, for the eyeshadow, for the eyes, for the lips, for the hair color, all of that. It's gonna throw off the coloring so bad, I know. And then you turn the page and you have some information over here about Gabriella and how she does the design of these palettes, and these are like the actual Pantone colors, things like that, just to kind of give you a feel for how these palettes were designed and put together. Then you have the same thing for Maleficent. You have her information. This one doesn't have the clear overlay, but again, it does still have the colors that match up, so you can see exactly which colors went into her look. And then they did this on all the other ones. Well, I think on the Peter Pan one was on the outside of the box, but with the Snow White one, there's a page in here just like this where it actually goes through and it tells you what it is and what the color matches up to. So here's all the Pantone colors on this side, and then this is where it is in the movie. So Aurora, this is specifically to Aurora. So the iris of her eyes, the lips, the eyelids, skin, legs, hair, brows, crown, all of it. And then it has the same for Maleficent down here. So I like that they chose to do both kind of villain and heroine in this, because I'm so in love with the purples and the lime greens in this, and you know that's all Maleficent. So I'm really looking forward to doing some looks. Like, oh, I guess I could actually show you this up close. So this does have a little nice protective cover over it. So here, I'll do it sideways so I can get it closer. Here are all your colors. So I do feel like some of the promotional photos that have been released don't show how vibrant it actually is. So hopefully it's coming off really nicely on camera. But you really do have some fun, beautiful lime greens. You have some nice, beautiful pinks, like bright pinks. But you do still have like the dusty colors, like these kind of golden yellows, which are likely like her hair and crown color. Some beautiful dusty rose colors. So I think you could get some very versatile different looks out of this, which is why I definitely want to do a multi-look palette video. Next two items are the lipstick and I Bought Bee blush and highlight palette. So I just want to go ahead and show you guys that the packaging is the same. This is so beautiful. Okay, again, this is really hard to show with the lights. There we go. So this is what the blush and highlight palette looks like. It is actually, so it's got this beautiful rose gold, but it's got this raised up like plastic bit to it. So you can see Aurora is like, it's like a little like 3D type of image. She's kind of printed on the backside of the plastic, I guess. And then you have the castle in the background. So, so beautiful. This is called the Briar Rose Blush Palette, but it does have highlights in there. And this does have the rose gold background all over it, so I'm sure it's gonna throw the lighting off as well. But just to kind of show you, similar to how they did with the Peter Pan, they have a little cute design of the forest animals and some trees on the mirror, so that's cute. And then these are the two blushes and the highlights. So again, it's mirrored off of the colors from the movie. Mostly it's the two blushes that are mirrored off of it. So the lighter one is Aurora's color and then the darker one is Maleficent. And then they intend for the darker highlight to go with the Maleficent and the lighter with Aurora. But I mean, obviously you can mix and match however you want. So let's go ahead and put the blushes on. I'll use one of my fun little rose brushes from Storybook Cosmetics. I will probably just go with the Aurora shade. Let's try that because we can always add the darker one. I don't think I've tried blushes from Bésame before, so let's just see. I really like that. It's just a nice, like, soft pink flush. It's very pretty. Okay. I guess why not? Let's just dip into the Maleficent color, and I'll tap some of that on this side. So it's definitely a deeper blush. Very pretty. Obviously I'm using a fluffier brush and I'm trying to be light-handed here because I don't want to go crazy with the blush. But this gives you, I'll go back into the light one. This kind of gives you an idea of what it's like on a fluffy brush. I'm gonna grab this little highlight brush and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. These don't have names, so the pinky highlight shade. And pop that on. Oh yeah, that definitely, so for me, I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of gives a little bit of that shadow, but I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and put it on the other side so we're even. Blend it in. It's not too bad. And then I will go over it with the lighter shade. Okay, so I really do like that light shade. The other nice thing is because the palette is all matte, this is a fun one to jump into if you want to bring a little pop of shimmer maybe to your inner corner. You could use either of those shades. Okay, so let me go ahead and just zoom you guys in a little closer. I'll put some primer on and we can just do a quick eye look. I'll try not to go too crazy with it because like I said, I do want to do more looks later, and then I will end the video with a quick little lip swatch. I'll just show you what they already look like on, well, I'll probably show you applying the blue one because it's supposed to change colors and that's kind of cool. So let's do that, and hopefully this video won't end up like 10 years long. So I do have my lids already primed. I used the ABH primer. That's what I've been using. And then I'm gonna start out with kind of a light dusting of this top shade right here, which is Adobe 102. Believe me, it's gonna sound really funny when I say the names of these shadows. And I'm just gonna kind of use that to dust across the top brow bone area. And then I want to jump into Rose 105 right here. I'm gonna keep using the same brush so that it can be a little diffused. So yeah, that deepens up really nicely. The only downside to wearing a wig with bangs is it always gets in my way when it's time for me to do my eye look. But I could not resist doing a blonde wig for a Sleeping Beauty themed video. Next, I want to jump into this brighter pink right here. It's called Beat 105. And I'm going to take a slightly more tapered brush and try to brighten this up a little bit and add a little bit onto this little outer corner. I'm trying to decide what I want to end up doing on the lids. I don't entirely know. Maybe I'll do the blue. That'd be fun. Make it blue, make it pink. So I am gonna go ahead and dip into the darker pink just for a little bit on the outer corner. So that's this shade right here. And it's called 89396. And I'm gonna kind of more focus this out here. Okay, I wanna make sure that I have some on the actual lid, because I think what I'm gonna do is cut the crease and have the blue on the lid maybe fading into the purple and then into the pink. Why not? I think that could be fun. So yeah, let me cut the crease real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and work one eye at a time because I do wanna pack this on while the concealer is tacky, just so that it really grabs. Okay, I don't want it that tacky. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go straight into Royal 106, which is the gorgeous, gorgeous bright blue. I'm gonna use kind of a dense flat brush and I'm just gonna pack this on. And I'll stop right before the pink so that I can add a little bit of purple. It's such a beautiful blue, wow. And then I will, let's just end it off with Plum 107, the dark purple. All right, I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna do a little combination of this pink right here, which is the 89396, the one we already used, and I'm gonna add a little bit of Blush 105, which looks like it's a little deeper, just to kind of blend where that purple ends off. So I really wanted it to blend away into the pinky shade. Okay, so that is that. I think I do want to finish off the bottom lash line with a combo of the purples. So I'm going to start by lining my lash line with Plum 107, and then I'm going to run this shade right here, which is 89349. It's just this nice dusty purple. I'm going to run that right underneath it, I think. So I'm just going to kind of fast forward through doing that because it's not that hard. I'm gonna only go halfway. I'm gonna leave the inner part for some more blue. So I'm just gonna do the same blue, this Royal 106 blue for the inner part. And then with a pencil brush underneath, I'm going to do the light purple under the purple, and I'll do this light blue, which is actually called gray blue. I'll do that under the blue. All right, that is it. I am going to pop into the highlighting palette, and I think I will grab the pink highlight, and I'm going to pop that onto the inner corner. Might top it a little bit with the lighter one just because it was a bit brighter on me, and I just like a bright inner corner. That's just my personal preference, but the two look really pretty mixed together. It's almost like a pretty rose gold. I'm gonna just do this blue liner in the waterline. This is Prance from ColourPop, so it's a really pretty light blue. All right, that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other eye up, put on a pair of lashes, and then I'll come back and show you guys the lip swatches. All right, so this is the eye look down. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out as far as how like still dark and bold and fun these colors are. I'm really happy with this palette. So let's do the lip colors. I'm gonna show you how the Make It Blue, Make It Pink color looks like actually putting it on, because it's supposed to change colors. And then the other one, I'll just show you how it looks already swatched. So this is what the bullet looks like. So it's gonna be kind of hard to see with my lighting, but it says Sleeping Beauty. It's the same rose gold that matches everything else. And then on the inside, you have the little silhouette of Aurora on one side, and it says Bésame on the other. So this is the shade Make It Blue, Make It Pink. Isn't this fun? It's blue. And so this is just like their Mickey Mouse one that they did. It's one of those like adjusts to your tone. It's like this, what is it called? Lipstick Queen that had like the green lipstick and it turns your perfect shade of pink. So this essentially is supposed to react to your body and turn pink. So let's try it on. So here we go. It's blue. Oh, it kind of like, it goes on almost with like that opaque blueness, and then it starts developing. That's really cool. I wonder if like the Wet n Wild one is, I wonder if it stains. Oh wow, it's gotten even more pink the longer that I've sat here. That's crazy. I have a feeling this is going to stain. Oh well, too late now. So yeah, this is Make It Blue, Make It Pink. So luckily I'm just going over the top of it with a pink, but you can see it does leave a little bit of a stain behind, but I kind of like that. I feel like that makes it easier to wear out because as it fades, you have a little bit of tint left behind. And then the other shade I got is called Sleeping Beauty Pink. So same exact packaging, and it's actually a really beautiful like, nude color. So let me try this on. And with the Bésame formula, they always recommend that you put on a coat and then blot it. And then if you want it like to last even longer, they say go in with the second coat and then blot. So this is Sleeping Beauty Pink, and this is actually supposed to be her actual lip color in the movie. So that's kind of fun. I do think I want to switch back over to the Make It Blue, Make It Pink shade because I think the brighter pink is really fun with this look. So yeah, I'm gonna do that and we will wrap everything up. Okay guys, I just wanted to give like a quick little wrap up. This is really just first impression thoughts, but there are a couple things that I wanted to mention about some of the things that I tried today. So with the lipsticks, the Make It Blue, Make It Pink shade is more of a kind of glossy sheer type of formula, obviously because it's meant to just like tint your lips and react with your own skin. It reminds me a bit more of their Sheer Kiss lipstick, which I really enjoy. It has a little bit of a glossier feel to it when you're putting it on. I feel like it glides on really easily. The other shade, which was the Sleeping Beauty Pink, is more of their traditional matte formula, which I do have a couple from the Snow White collection. And like I said, they do really recommend doing the whole put it on and blot it. And I feel like when you blot it, it almost gives it this really soft powdery type of look. I definitely recommend the blotting. I think it helps it really seal into your lips and I think it looks really nice. And then a couple comments about the palette that I forgot to mention while I was using it. The shadows themselves tend to be a little bit powdery. More than anything, they're a softer formula, so you are going to get some kick up in the pan. So just be a little careful with how you put your brush in there. You don't have to like stab the brush and swirl it like crazy. But obviously you can see it didn't like stain it or mess it up. I was able to blow away any extra powder that, you know, that I wasn't able to use. The other thing I did want to show you guys that I totally was not expecting, and I was really surprised when I opened the box and saw it, is they actually came out with a stand for this palette. The thing that surprised me was they didn't say anything about this stand like when you bought it. I didn't see anything about it online, but I opened one of the 3 boxes and this was in it. So let me take this plastic piece off the top of it because that's unnecessary at this point. It's just gonna cause a glare, but it does have a protective plastic piece, and it does have like some beautiful little gold filigree around the outside, so you could essentially put your palette in here and keep it completely protected. They didn't do this for the Snow White palette, but okay, so look at this. It's actually angled so that it's like a book on display. You have this little, you know, design of a gem. So this is what it looks like all the way around. On the underside, they even have what's basically on the back of the packaging, which shows you all the different colors. There we go. These are all the colors in the palette. It has Bésame. It actually, oh here, it has the ingredients of the palette on here. So if you wanted to keep this, but it's got this little faux velvet covering, and then it's got the little squishy inlay. So let's put our palette in and see what it looks like. I'm really excited about this. Okay, look, isn't that the coolest? So yeah, this is definitely going to be displayed on my table because I think this is awesome. This is so cool. It's probably a bit much. Is everybody gonna want to use it? No, but it's not like we paid extra for it. It came with the palette, so I am just so blown away by that. That's it. That's really the only things I wanted to mention as of right now. But I will do, like I said, either 2 looks or 3 looks. If I can fit 3 looks, I kind of want to do 3 looks because I really would like to show you guys the versatility of this palette. And I feel like, again, if you're going to fork over $68 for this palette, you probably want to see some options. And I know I personally want to get lots of use out of it. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing if you're not already. You can become part of my little nerdy family. And that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.